Is it all good now? I hope it's all good now. Because it just crashed. So, anyways, welcome back, nevertheless, to STB Racing League. The grid that we have here has changed a bit throughout the off-season. As you can see on the left-hand side, we do have a full 20 drivers here with us, folks. Yes, STB is not messing around this time. We've got the whole shebang. Everybody is here. Everybody's here to show off their talents, show how quick they can truly be in the STB Racing League, and not only that, but on this circuit as well, and in 10 different circuits in which the drivers themselves have voted for. It's not been a calendar picked just by STB Maudi, the league owner, who will shortly join us in the comms box. It has rather been voted upon by all of the drivers here tonight. Sorry, not tonight, quite a couple of bits ago, but here tonight it is the start of said calendar as we kick off the opener here with Bahrain. Next week it will be Qatar, I believe. No, Saudi Arabia, I think. And then after that, it will be Qatar. And, well, the season 27 champion of the world, Tharlo 4, is back racing once more in Tier 1. Previously winning the championship, he went back-to-back. He's won 26, 27. Can he go for the three-peat here for 28? Also, note to mention here, or mention to note, I don't know. That little racing line that you see right there down the straight to the right-hand side, that actually gives these drivers a boost down that pit lane straight. So if you see that quite often throughout this race, or just this live stream in general, do not worry, it's not anything weird that they're doing, it just gives them better pace down the straight. That is all that is occurring. Tharlo is the first man to go out on track. He was the first man for a long time in STB to get back-to-back championships under his belt. If he can go for a third, it would be absolutely incredible, but unfortunately for him, he can't put in a comfortable lap to start off with. It's invalidation here for the Red Bull, sorry, the Racing Bull, as he will shortly reload to try and go off on another lap. The Williams of Maffeo, though, he returns to the STB Racing League after previously leaving last season. He is welcomed back into huge arms. He's been a consistent performer here in STB for quite a while before his departure last season, but he's back, ready than ever, to put on his talents in front of our eyes, in front of our screens, right now. Left-hand side for Maffeo. And of course, this Bahrain circuit, rich in history. Of course, previously it used to be a day race in Formula 1 until it got banned for day racing, and they had to alternatively switch over to the night racing to just try and cool the drivers down. Of course, as well as that, Bahrain, it's quite a balanced circuit, to say the least. Sector 1, it's quite slipstream focused. It's quite how low are your wings focused. As well as that, though, it does have some really deep braking, so it does keep that balance between how quickly you down the straights and how well can you turn in and brake before a heavy turn. Sector 2 is your most technical part of the circuit. It has a multiple dice and turns and twists and lefts and rights, and one of the most difficult turns, I believe turn 11 or 10 or 9 even, on the circuit. As you can see, this Ferrari right here going through, is it you? Yes, it is you. So this one here, just behind him, right at the end of that turn over there, that is probably one of the trickiest turns that you can experience through F1 24. It is so incredibly infuriating. Just one little mishap on the brakes, one little mishap on the turning, you go too late, and all of a sudden you have gone off into a wall, onto the gravel. You've lost a ton of time, and it looks like your hopes of keeping a position or gaining pace on a lap just disintegrates. Luckily for us, though, we do have our first few laps in, and the best one so far is by Salva. 26.6 as a banker is absolutely unbelievable. The kick Salva, he's put himself on the map here. Of course, I put it on the map for Tier 3 2 seasons ago. That is sad, I didn't realise that I've done that 2 seasons ago, but nevertheless. Salva, he's pretty much stormed this opening session so far by a very impressive now 4 tenths as Yildiz comes across the line there in the Haas car. with a 27 dead. And as you can see, out of the 11 drivers, Joey is the one to put in the worst lap. It's a 28.5. You would be expecting around probably these high 27s to probably mid 26s. It can be quite a wide range of laps and timings to put in here in Tier 1. Or it can be the complete opposite and be very narrow, very short, a very close and tight packed grid going into a Grand Prix. Hopefully, if this consistent grid can turn up week after week, which hopefully you will as well as a viewer. Of course, these are always streamed here on Mondays. Tier 1 is always streamed on Mondays around 8 PM or so, maybe 8:10 PM UK time. Of course, you would have to translate that to another time zone that you are in if you want to continue watching these races. These are jam-packed filled with action. There is absolutely no getting away from Red STV Racing League race. It is why this league has gone on for almost 11 years now. We don't stop with it because each race, each time we see drivers chop and dice and up and change how they perform on the grid, how they perform on a season, how they continue to grab and collect their points throughout a season. It's extremely entertaining, and it's all, of course, it's all free as well. I mean, if you want to subscribe to us, you can if you want to. If you want to show some great support here for the STB Racing League. But we're not asking for it, as it looks like on your Conker 27-1, a decent lap there for the Red Bull. Both Red Bulls actually 3rd and 4th so far in the qualifying session. Both very close in how quick they are compared to the rest of the field. And wow, that is a horrible name for me to try and pronounce. Piekarczyk. That's how I'm going to guess that is pronounced. I hope it is pronounced that way. Unfortunately, now this is very unfortunate. I'm going to have to go off the mic a little bit here, which is not ideal for the first time back because I've failed to realise that my headset is in fact going down a bit on its charge, and I don't really have a long charger to plug in when this occurs, so I do apologise. I might be back in about 3-4 minutes. It takes very quick to charge. We just want to we just want to decrease the risk of potential, shortage of commentary in the actual race, the most important and valuable part of our stream today. Of course, it is a qualifying session, although it is pretty entertaining and pretty fun to see how these drivers perform on track. Not as good. So of course, we're going to value the race over the qualifying session. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my microphone, and yeah, you'll see me in around 3-4 minutes. I do apologise. I'll make sure to keep any people on track who are doing a lap, and make sure that you can see that. So from now on until around the 5th minute mark, I'd say, or maybe 4th minute mark. Let's go 4th minute mark. I'll see you then.